is doing what's called a handover. So when you have a new captain come on board, the old captain will go through all the documentation, certificates, how the vessel operates, accounting, all those kind of things that a captain needs to know when taking over command of a new vessel. Before we continue, I'm delighted to announce that today's video has been brought to you by the Ridge Wallet. It holds up to 12 cards, plus there's room for cash. There's over 30 colours and styles, including carbon fibre and burnt titanium. The wallet has over 40,000 5-star reviews. The durable material means each wallet comes with a lifetime warranty. The Ridge team is so confident that you'll like it, they'll let you test drive it for 45 days. You can send it back for a full refund if you don't love it. It's made with RFID blocking technology that protects you from digital pickpockets. So be sure to use my link in the description box below. Use discount code SYC to get 10% off. That's discount code SYC to get 10% off. Thanks again to the Ridge Wallet for sponsoring today's video. It just so happens that once we finished the handover, it was the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. So I decided to stay on 4 or 5 extra days to attend the boat show, to see some old friends, hopefully see some familiar faces, and maybe have a little bit of a nosy at some new yachts, some new yacht designs, and boats and chase boats and all boating stuff. I sort of love it. I like going to shows and seeing all the new toys. And so during the show, I met up with Nico and Victoria from the YouTube channel Naughty Styles, and we decided to do a meet and greet together whilst the show was on. So we put a post out, well, I put posts out on my social media, they put posts out on their social media, that we're going to do a meet and greet at the Gosling Bar, which is pretty much smack bang in the middle of the show, for the followers and fans of both our channels, because a lot of people who watch this channel also watch Naughty Styles and the other yacht tuber channels as well. So we agreed a time and the place, we put all the posts out, we arrived, and then slowly but surely people started arriving, people asking questions about the video, what my future was at the time, because they knew I was leaving AWOL, so everybody's very curious about what was the next for me, and just talking about videos. And a lot of people that came were existing yacht or boat owners. One family actually that I met, which was brilliant, I love the story, they had bought a boat and they named it A Way of Life, AWOL, because they knew that's the meaning for us, a way of life. So they love the channel so much and the videos that we do so much, they named their own boat A Way of Life. I never knew how much of a inspiration the YouTube channel was to boat owners. I know it's a lot of yacht crew watchers and they're inspired, they get motivated by these videos, but I never thought somebody would name their boat after AWOL as well. But anyway, I'm deviating from the story here. That was really cool. Met some really cool people, had all types of boats. We had one of the owners had one of these go fast cigarette boats. Some of them had slower trawler style vessels like Nordhavens. So it was a good mix of people of all different ages. So it was really nice talking to them, having a few drinks, having a laugh, sharing some stories. And then one particular gentleman rocked up. He introduced himself, and he was with another gentleman, a younger guy, relatively big guy, and he introduced him as his security, his bodyguard, which I thought was a bit unusual, but you just don't know who's going to rock up to these events. And then he started talking to me about the channel, and then he said, look, I'm buying this boat. It was around a 50 meter. I want you to be the captain. And he said, I've been watching your videos for a long time, from the very beginning, from the refit videos we did on AWOL in Italy a number of years ago, to the way we dock the vessel. He said, I like the way you communicate with your crew, just like your energy, and I would love to have you on board as captain. So bear in mind, this is a meet and greet, a lot of people around. So I said to him, look, this is probably not the best place to talk about this. Let's have another talk another time, and we can discuss it more in depth when we're a bit more private and we haven't got other people listening in on this conversation. Because at the time, honestly, I wasn't looking for a job. I wasn't really asking to be interviewed or proposed a position. I just wanted to have a good time at the boat show. Managed to catch up with some old friends. But anyway, so we finished the meet and greet, and then later on that afternoon, early evening, I was at the Denison yachting stands, drinking all their beer. Bear in mind I was off duty because Bob Dennison is the nicest guy in the yachting business. A lot of time for Bob Dennison, Dennison Yachting, check them out. Shout out. He always invites me to these events and their parties they do, so I'm very, very grateful. And I eat all their food as well, so Bob, thanks again. So I just happened to be at the Dennison stand, and then this gentleman happened to have rocked up with his security guard again. And I had some free time, I was on my own, and there was a seating area available, so I said, look, have a seat, let's have a bit of a chat, while we're here. Again, probably not the best idea to have these kind of conversations when you've had a few beverages, should we say. These kind of things I like to talk about, during a work day, clear mind. But I thought, I'm on time off here, it's the boat show, I'm having a good time. This guy's here, let's have a chat. I'm not going to make any decisions now. So we sat down, he pulled out this beautiful Cuban cigar, and we started talking about his boating history, his family, his past. And then we went into more his business side, what he did, his companies, all the things that he did to make him as successful as he was financially. And so he said, look, I want to buy this boat. It's around 50 meter. He told me the builder of the boat, and it's a builder that's probably in my bottom 3 builders in the industry. The quality's terrible. They get away with a lot of stuff, and I just don't understand how they manage to sell so many boats. I will never mention their name because it's not in my place to tarnish their reputation. But speak to captains and engineers, and they'll probably agree with me. The bottom 3. Anyway, that's beside the point. So as soon as he mentioned the brand of the boat, already I was like, God, he needs to give me a really good reason to change my mind here. Then he spoke about the itinerary. Now, the itinerary was really interesting. He wanted to do a world tour over a 4-year period with his family on board and having other guests coming and going. Now, this included things like the fjords of Norway. He wanted to go to the Pacific Ocean. He wanted to go to the Galapagos. He wanted to go all over the globe. And for me, for most captains, that's like the dream opportunity, the dream job. But bear in mind my mindset at the time. I've been in the yachting business, working on board super yachts for the last 20 years. And we've reached a different stage in our lives, my wife and I. She's been working on board for 10 years. And although it's a fantastic job, I love it, it's a big commitment. You do miss out on a lot of things, like, we've missed out on weddings. Sadly, we've missed out on funeral, other family events. And over time, you want to try different things. So my mindset was a bit different. And then I started telling him all this, and he could see that he was slowly, losing me. If it was probably a different boat brand, I would have been a lot more attentive, a lot more interested. And then he said to me, I tell you what, the job is a 4-year job of what we want to do. We're willing to offer you a $1 million starting bonus. And as you can imagine, I was caught off guard. I don't know if any of my fellow yacht captains out there that have been given this kind of offer. And so obviously I was caught off guard. I was like, are you being serious? Are you joking? He goes, no, I'm 100% serious. We really want you to be our captain. So obviously I thought to myself, let's not make any decisions yet. So I said to him, look, that's a very kind, generous offer. I'm heading home the next day or 2. I need to sit down, talk to my wife, and work a few things out. Can I get back to you? He goes, yeah, Tristan, absolutely. So anyway, we parted ways that evening. Dennison put on a great event on top of this car park, right, on the top level. And it was like these beautiful classic cars were there. They had live music, had all these different events happening. It was a great evening. Met up with some really old friends of mine. I hadn't seen in a very long time, so we had a very good night. Anyway, a day or 2 later, flew back to Europe and sat down with the wife, and we seriously considered it because $1 million isn't a joke. So we looked at how this could benefit us, and we looked at our current finances. And fortunately, over the years, my wife and I have been, relatively successful with our investments, smart with our money. We decided that even though this is a big starting bonus, this is a lot of money, it's not going to improve our lives. And why do we say that? It's because I had to commit for 4 years on board a yacht. I've been yachting for 20 years, ready to, we're in the mode now, maybe want to start a family, starting a new business, do my own thing. And so we decided to decline the very generous offer. So I messaged the chap, this boat, and I think he was quite surprised. I said, look, I'm very grateful for this very generous offer, but I'm going to have to respectfully decline, which I don't think he was expecting. I'm sure a lot of you watching this weren't expecting. One thing I've learned working in this industry, obviously we meet a lot of wealthy people, and once you're in a comfortable position financially, having more money doesn't improve your life. That's what I've learned. If we were in more financial difficulty, I would probably definitely would have accepted the position. I know a lot of people watching this thinking, Tristan, you're absolutely mad. But luckily over the years, we managed to start our own businesses. This YouTube channel's doing pretty well, got other things going on. We decided that we didn't want to do it, and our future, our plans was more important than that. If you want to see a video of how I was offered to become a drug smuggler, then check out this video right here. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you join me next time. See you then.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Grace Karras. Today I'm here at the Dallas Cowboys golf course. Pretty cool. We're in Texas, and I brought my friend James with me. James golfs. Let's go. We're gonna play a 6-hole match. We're doing a challenge every single hole, so it's gonna be fun. And we're off to the first hole.
Grace is gonna beat me again.
Well, we'll see about that. All right, let's go. Oh, it's so close.
Come on.
Alright guys, so we're playing the first hole, we're doing regular, we're seeing how we play, and then the second hole is where